you can ask questions, no problem. So now that we imported those icons, we can continue. Let's also import some UI. Oh, let me see if I can find it first. I don't even know if I have it. Fantasy wooden. Okay, let me try search for wooden. Fantasy. Should have it. Yes, I do have it. This will take very because it's just a couple of images. So I decided that we'll divide this UI into three parts. Okay. So one will be the info of the player. So an icon of the player, the gender, age, birth date, and stuff like that. And then we have another one with the objects that the player has in the back. And we also have a panel with the rules. So the rules, how we decide if an ID is fake or not. Let's see, we have icons here. Okay. So first, let's create the one for the with the user info. So I'll just drag that image here. Okay. But you see the transparency is incorrect, so we have to change that to fully visible, like that. Maybe resize it a little bit. Yes, Lemon, what? Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, it appears I have taken. Oh, okay, no problem. So I was thinking maybe we flip this. We rotate it like 90 degrees like that. I don't know for the player info, not player, but character info. But let's just size it a bit, see how it looks in full screen. I think that's big enough. Um, so this will be the info. Then we have, I'll copy this. We'll have one for the items. I'll drag it away from that. And so this will be the inventory of the character. And then we have one for the rules. Like that. And we want these icons, these UI elements here, to be at equal distance from each other. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll create a holder that will hold these panels. So I'll just make an empty object that will hold this. Okay. We'll resize it to be almost the length of the screen. Or actually, it should be the length of the screen. Okay. And this symbol here, I change it so that means it will stretch with the screen size. So I'll just call it inspector UI holder. Now we can add those panels as children of that. And on the inspector here holder, we'll add something called yes, horizontal layout group. So what this does is it makes the children of the subject be at equal distance to each other, from each other. So child force expand, I'll just set this, deactivate this. We need some padding on this because, but first let's decrease the space between those UIs. This here spacing means the space between those. And to find the right value, something like that. And I did some padding. Something like that. So something like that. So now let's rename those panels to what they are. So the first one is character info panel. The second one is the character inventory, and the third one here is rules panel. But we should have some text that will tell us that these are what they are. So let's go first to the character here and add a image, okay? Because we have these UIs, smaller UIs. But you see here it is rotated, and that the reason is because it's the children of the parent, which is rotated. So we'll have to rotate the other way the same amount, like that. So we'll have this here that will tell us that this is the character information. So let's call this character info title. And inside of this, let's make a text. Resize it to the size of the UI. We have to import TMP first. And Sevan, if you have questions, you can stop me anytime.
Yeah, but right now I'm just following, so.
Okay. I'm just trying to create the visuals, and then we can add those elements into our scripts. So now we have the TMP. So now we'll take this, first of all, the lightning here, let's put it in the center, then resize that to the size of our UI here. To resize it on the x-axis, we'll use the inspector here to drag it so that we reduce the size while keeping it in the center. And then the font size here, we'll reduce it. Let's change the font as well to something like that. And this will be character info. Now let's make sure that this text stretches with the wait, why can't I see it? Oh yes, it is here, but it's hard to see. So you see these arrows here represent anchors. So they're used to position and center UI, and these are used to adapt the UI to different screen resolutions. So by putting these here in the corner, now this text here will stretch with the UI, and also it will be in the same position. Now for this here, we also want to place it on top of the parent. So use this setting here. And now let's test and see if it works for the other resolutions. It seems to work. Yep, looks good to me. Okay. So this is the character info. Now the other one is the inventory. Now I was thinking, do we use the same one or do we change it? I think we'll use the same one. So in this case, I will just copy paste it from the other one. Okay. Let's see. We want the same settings. We'll just change the name of this. So from character info to character uh, inventory. Title. This is the title. And then we just change the text from character info to character inventory. And then the last one is the rules. We'll use another UI for that. So image. Let's see which one. Maybe this one. Now this is rotated as well, so we have to rotate the other way now to keep this the same as the image. I'll try some others because I'm not sure if I like this one. Okay, so this will be rules. We'll call it rules title. Let's add some text inside of it. I'll just copy the one from the others to this. Oh, it doesn't work. Never mind. We'll just create it instead normal way. So again, we in alignment we center it, change the font a little bit, and then the font size and the font. We need to resize it so that it's inside the image like that. And this will be rules. Set the anchors so that it stretches and it's in the same position. And then for the parent of this, so the image, we want this to be on top. So let's change it. The anchors here. So it's always on the top. Let's see. Now for the rules, we need to create some prefabs. Okay. So we have this image, and then inside of it we want to have an empty object that will hold the text. So each text will be a certain rule. So we made this empty object inside of the panel. We'll resize it a little bit. Something like this. We want this to stretch with the screen size. So we have to place those anchors like that. So this will be the rules holder. Okay, and we'll add a vertical layout group. Okay, because we want those rules to be at equal distance from each other. And then inside we have text. And you see we have an issue. That issue is well, because this is rotated, we cannot use a vertical layout group. We need a horizontal layout group, and the only reason is this element is rotated by 90 degrees because of the parent. But let's see how to fix this, because at the moment I'm not sure if you need a vertical or a horizontal layout. we have to change it here. So you see child alignment, we want upper right. So that way it starts from the top like that. So I'll just copy paste this a couple of times so we can see the distance between these. So first of all, we need to change the distance between those. So here in spacing, we decrease that, something like that. Then the padding, uh, so left padding, like that, and then like that. And now we have so something like that. Now I will delete the other text, keep just one. Oh, and also, oh, wait, what is this? Should be the other way. Should spawn the other way. Let me see, lower right? No, or left? You see this spawned incorrectly to in the incorrect direction. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I think I know what the issue is. Okay, so let's just say that we rotate this minus 90 degrees. Uh, because the issue was the main object is rotated by 90, so we have to rotate the other way. So now we can use this normally without thinking too much. So if I add the text now, it should work correctly. Yes, it does work correctly. So again, we have to change the spacing, something like that. Now I'll just take one text and use this. The alignment is correct. Change the font to this. And there are multiple ways to use this in code, but I think what we'll do is we'll create all the rules inside here, and we will only show the ones that we use. So let's create some rules now. And I don't know, when we create countries, do we use normal countries, real countries, or do we like invent some countries? I don't know. What do you think, Seven?
What exactly are the countries for?
For the character info, so that we check those in the to let let the character in or no.
Mm.
So
Um,
I was asking, do you use imaginary countries or real countries?
I
Uh,
would say real.
yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me get a list of countries. List of alphabetical order.
Or would it be easier to just think of some?
I'll just use European countries because we cannot use all the countries. I don't know if this is the correct list. Okay. But Russia is not in Europe. So well, I guess it's not in the European Union, but it is in Europe. Okay. I was looking for my country, but it's not here. Okay. Then the first rule, but let's not say first why, because we might want to disable rule one in the future, so we'll not give them a number. So the first rule is only um, country allowed. Oh, actually, I have to resize this text. You see. Let's see how that looks in full screen.
Oh, okay.
I think we can outline this here. So in the settings of the text, you can go to outline and create an outline. I think looks better like that. Uh, what is this? Wait. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, that's the wrong setting. Yes, here thickness. Okay. A little bit, not too much. Just a little bit of outline. Okay. So I'll just rename this to rule 0. Why? Because arrays start from 0. Uh, so only country allowed is Romania. Just say Romania because that's my country. But we do have an issue with this, and the issue with this is the text is in caps, even though it's lowercase in here. So we have to change the font to something that is not in caps. We'll use this one. We have to change the outline now again. So that's one rule. Okay, the next one is um, well, age must be correct. Then I don't know, because I was if we say that one rule is birth date must be correct, then we have to ask that uh, uh, character, because there's no other way to verify it if we do this. So we can say birth date must be correct. Uh, let's see. Yes. character must look like the picture. So that's another rule. Rule 4, let's see. All items must be declared. So we'll keep this for now because I don't know what else we cannot. We'll keep this for now. Now here for the inventory, okay? We want to have like the same thing we have here for the text. You see uh, this layout group so that the items will stay at equal distance from each other. Uh, so let's do that here. Let's go to the character inventory, and then here we add an empty object, and we'll call this items folder. Now again we have the same issue. You see that if I click on this the main panel, it is rotated by 90 degrees. So we have to rotate that element that's inside, but minus 90 to uh, make sure that it is not rotated. Now we resize this a little bit. And then here we have our items. I will just make an item prefab. But first, let's place the anchors on this folder so it stretches with the screen size and it's in the same place. And now I will make an yes. This will have a grid layout group, okay, which is basically, you see this here is the one with the rules that holds the rules. It is a vertical layout group, but grid means it is both on, you'll see in a second, it's both on vertical and horizontal axis. So if I go here and make an image like that and I copy it, you see it's like a two-dimensional array. So this will be an item UI. We'll make it, I guess white is okay. Let's see if black is better. We could use either one. I don't know. What do you think, Seven? Is white better or black for an item folder like this?
Mm, I would say something like gray in the background.
Something like that.
Maybe a little lighter.
Like that.
Yeah, something like this. Because I think then you can see all the items very clearly, but it won't be too shiny, you know. White could be too extreme.
So I'll just copy this because I want to set a distance between these in the grid layout group component. But the first issue is it is not centered, so we have to go here, padding, left, and move it a little bit, and also actually from the top it is correct, only on the x-axis it was not centered. And then spacing here, we want both on the x and on the y, like that, something like that. And now we need even more padding. So what I will do is I'll create the object first, this UI, this item. Sorry, one second there. I'm back. Okay, so we have this object. So this basically is the background of the object, and then we have the icon. So I'll just make an image inside like this, and then I'll have to resize it a little bit. So just 10% smaller than the background, let's say. And then let's add an icon to see if it works correctly. Let's see if this works first. So something like this. And by default, also we preserve aspect here, and then we want when we hover with the mouse on top of this icon. And the seven, let me know. Do you hear me right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. So we want to be able when we hover on top of this item to see what it is. So what we'll do is we'll add another UI here, an image. Okay. So this will just show what it is. And let's place that in the corner of the object. Resize this a little bit, or something like that. This will be black. Not completely, a little bit transparent, like it. Or maybe not even there. Maybe just like above, like that. I don't know. Where it's better to maybe below. Is it good below like this?
Below is good, yes.
Uh, so this will the anchor of this will be on the bottom of the parent. So this will be item name text holder. This is the holder. Then inside of this we make the text with a nice font. And for this we want on this text to have auto size. So it will resize so that the text fits inside. You see, if I make it bigger, it resizes. It gets resized. See?
Yes.
Okay. Also, the maximum here should be a little bit lower. Yes, should be like that. Okay, and by default, this will be disabled. But first, let's make sure that this text here stretches with this. Okay. So this let's rename this to item name text, and this will be item icon. And let's disable this. Now for this item here, we have to have a script so that it displays that the name of the object when you have on top of it. So let's create a new script here. We'll call it just item item UI. We will say UR. Okay, and this is not that complicated. We just get that object is in the script. Okay, so we'll use the function called getChild to get that specific object, so that specific children, and then we'll create a function that if that object is enabled, it will set it inactive, and if it's inactive, it will set it. Sorry, my bad. I said that incorrectly. So when you hover, it will show it, and when you stop hovering, it will stop showing that description. So the first thing we need is that that object, so the item name text holder, and it is a children over children. Okay, so it will be a bit weird, but let's say here um, game object item name text. We'll delete the start and update, and we'll create a function called the public void on or display or enable item name. We'll say here item name text set active true, and then we have another one disable item name. So item name text set active false. And now we can actually we need to get that object. So in the start function. So let's see. We have this is the children of a children. So this is the second children from what I can see. So in the start we say item name text is equal the transform of the object, which is the main object, get child 1 or 0, so the first, and then the child of that child, so again get child, and then we want the second one, and then this is the game object, so we have to say game object. So here we find that object. So now that we have the object in the script and the two functions that enable it and disable it, now we have to use something called event trigger on the main object. So event trigger, a new event, and we want pointer enter. So that means you can when the mouse enters this object, and I must mention that this event trigger component works only with UI. So now we can add the functions when we hover on when the mouse enters the UI. So here we'll add this object here, and then the function from the. Oh, I forgot. We have to add that script to our object, our main object here. Okay, now we can select it. And for this one, we want to enable that name. So that's what we do when we enter it, and we'll add another event here, pointer exit. So when we exit that UI, we disable that name. So now if I actually see, yeah, there is a text there. Let's see if it works now. So now when I touch it, we should see that text. You see,
Yeah.
I put my mouse there and it shows you the name of that. And now I'd like, before we continue, to see it on another resolution. Yep, it's working on that as well. Seems to be working. And I was thinking, I had an idea that when a new character comes and we have to inspect the ID, we just spawn these item UI. So this here, you see, each one we spawn it. But then I realized why not just have them already in the scene. So we have it like that, you see, and then we wait a second because I want to check something. Why doesn't it have the script? Wait, where's the script on this? I think I made a mistake. Sorry. Yep. I think I added the script while the game was playing, so I have to redo that again. Sorry. That's what happens when you do stuff while the scene is playing. Sorry.
Yeah, it happened to me a lot of times.
Yeah, we'll do that again. No problem. Oh wait, I made a mistake. Yeah. Oh, I see. The issue. I made another mistake. So the scene was not playing the. I added those to the item holder, not the item UI. My bad. I added this to the wrong object. That was the issue, not.
But it did work.
Yeah, it did work because when you put the mouse here on the this holder, it still works. But
Okay.
okay, let's try it one more time with multiple just to be sure. And then, like I said, we don't spawn it at runtime. We already have all of them in the scene. Transform child out of bounds. So that means we wrote that incorrectly. Let's see. Oh yes, of course. Yes, I see. So it's not actually a child of a child, it's just a child. So here we have to delete this. Because I thought the folder was an item, but uh, so this means that was incorrect where we get the children. Okay, let's see. Yep, it was correctly. See.
Yes.
Okay, now, like I said, we'll just uh, make this full of items like that, and then we'll take all of these and disable those. Then we can enable these by script and modify them by script. But if we do that, we need a couple of things. Okay. This script needs to have more than just the text here. We need the icon and the text. So in here, let's say, and this needs to be public because we need to modify it by other scripts. So let's say, let's add the text here using TM Pro. That's the new text. Unity had its own text, but now it uses TMP Pro. So here public TMP text, that's a text. Item name text. Text. What do I see? Because I called that. I called that the same. Okay. Just say object here. That's object and this is text. So then we have to replace that. Okay. So we have the text and then we have a public image. And you see it doesn't let me write image because we need to say using Unity engine UI here on the top. So now we can say image. Item image. And in the start function we need to get those components. So we say item name text is equal, and we already have the object, so we just say that object get component tmp text, and the image will be transform get child 0, and then we get the components from that child. So get component image. Now let's see if that messed the event trigger because I changed the name of that variable. Make sure it's not it's still working correctly. Oh wait, I made a mistake. Yes, so when we get this text here, we also have to say get child because this is just the holder. We need the text. So the text is a child of that. So here we say transform get child 0, and then the component of that child. So the child of that. But why do I call it? Let's just call it item name folder actually, because that's what this is. So now we have the holder, the text, and the image, and we can modify them by script now. And someone, let me know how much time do we have. Can you stay for more? Or?
I can stay longer, yes, yes.
Okay.
Like an hour or something.
Okay, okay. So it seems that I changed the name, but the function still works the same, so we don't have to do anything. So now it's time to, we can either go into the character info here, and then we'll have to add some stuff to our game manager. But let's start with because you're more interested in the UI. Let's do the UI first. So now we have to go to our character info object. Okay, and we need to add first of all an image. So this will be the player icon. So let's say let's see how this looks first. Okay, it needs to be bigger. So let's say that's the icon of the player. Place that on top. Let's call it not player, sorry, character icon. And also let's have a another image like that. Okay, this will be black, and this will be the name of that character. So we'll say character name text holder, text holder. So this will hold the text. Which is the not with. Oh yeah, you see we have another issue again. Because these images originally were not like that. Let me show you what I mean by that. They're rotated 90 degrees. Let me show you. So they were like this, you see.
Yes.
So, and I rotated them by 90 degrees to make them vertical like this. Now we have to, whatever elements we put inside of this, we have to rotate those as well by 90, but minus 90. So the opposite of that. So equal but opposite. So we rotated this is the text holder. Do the same for the icon. So now if we add a text to that folder here now. Oh, sorry. If we decide it now, it works. Now let's see if the name is should be a little bit thinner like that. Maybe longer and thinner. Something like that. We'll resize it later if it's necessary. Now let's add the text on that. Have to resize it. And you see you can do it in the scene, but I prefer so that we keep it centered. We use the width here, just like the width, and it's still centered while you increase the size of that. So this will be the name. I don't know what font to use. Maybe this one.
Yeah.
So let's say this is name text. Character name text. Now let's make sure this stretches with the with the screen size. Also, it's in the same spot every time, even though the resolution is different. So that's the name. We also have this icon here. So this will not be an icon actually, but an icon holder. And then this will be also black but transparent, like that. And then inside of it, we'll make a new image. And this will be 90% of the folder. So a little bit smaller. And this will be actually white like that because we'll add the character here, which needs to be white. So for example, I just drag some random, not random, but let's do it here. So it will look something like this. You see,
Yes.
this is just to test character. This will be character icon. And we have to make sure a couple of things. One is this holder here, the name folder. We have to place the anchors. This is very important. We have to place the anchors so that it's always in this spot and always with this size. And we have to do the same now with the icon folder. But what's what's this stuff? Oh, it's the okay. And now this needs to have some other stuff like let's see the script. Where's the character here? So we have a birth date, gender, country, expiration date, but you know, we should have the flags of the country actually would be nice. Let me see if I can find that on Unity Ancestor. It would be nice to have a flag. So flag here, country flag. Hope we can find it for free. Let's see. I think on each they might have better assets. Let's see. Flag. Yes. Pixel country, nice. I don't know about these banners. Okay, this is pixelated, so we have this or in better quality. Unfortunately, I will be honest, I do not know all the flags of all the countries. Are these even real countries here?
My country. Wait. Yes, it's there.
Let me see. Let's check this first. If it's not good, we'll use the other. Oh, they're all in one file. These are not real countries. Oh, real countries, okay. I'm stupid. Yeah, but I would like to have the names of those as well because um, I do not know the flags of all the countries. It's so special. I'll just download multiple ones and we'll select the best. Okay, let's see. Uh, Hopefully these are. Yep, nice. So now we have the names of the countries as well, because I don't know those. So now we can just go to Unity sprites, add that here, but I will rename this to country flags. Okay, now we can just drag this in here. Um, and then we'll add the. Now I was thinking maybe on the name there we can add some other image, not the default one.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay, let me know when I'm back. Everyone, are you back? Alright. Oh,
Okay, I'm back.
okay. Um, so I added the flag here, you see, uh, to the
Yes,
panel,
Belgium.
and that's actually Romania.
Is this Romania?
Yep. Uh,
Oh yeah, you're right.
so now we'll add a text that will also display the name of the country. I think black is nice. I think let's see. No, it has to be white. Uh, so I don't know, below or on top. I don't know. It's better. Well, we'll add that, but not like this. I think. Um, so now let's add the information of the about this character. So for that we'll also make a holder for that. So let's make an empty object, empty. I guess Lemon is back. Yep, Lemon's back. Okay. This will be the holder. So we'll just call it character info holder, and we'll use the same component that we used here for the rules. That vertical layout group. We'll use that here as well for the information. Uh, so something like that. I'd like to see that icon, how big that is. Yep, that's good. Can increase that icon more like that. Now let's place the anchor so it stretches. Okay. And this will have in this case a vertical layout group, I think. But before that, we have to, because the panel is rotated, we have to rotate this the other way. So minus 90 on the rotation. And now you see we have to resize because we rotated it. Needs to we need to resize it a little bit. So something like that. And then a vertical layout group. And inside we'll add the information about this guy. Let's use a font that is not cap, just with caps, cap locked. So this is let's look at the script once again. But yes. So we have birth date. Let's say, I don't know, some random one. But before that, we need to research this a little bit, the text. Let's say some random stuff like something like that. So this will be, we can now rename this to birth date text. Now you see we duplicate it and it at equal distance, but we have to go here in the settings of that vertical layout group, change it a little bit. I think the main change should be, well, I'd like this text here to be inside an image, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I'll just make an image here, because it's not very visible white on this color here, which is also close to white. So something like this to put the text over, um, and then so something like that. Now I can drag that text on top of the image, you see, and then on the Y here I put 0, 0. And it is not working for some reason. Wait. Yeah, I don't know why this is not working. Let me just delete that. So this will be birth date folder, and as a child we have the text. And we want this to be, for some reason it is not aligned to the left. Oh, it is actually, but we have to drag it a little bit further. Here's the font. So let's put an example of birth date. I don't know. Let me know if I write the format. Is this the correct format? I don't know. Is it
Yeah,
it first the day and sorry, the wait.
first the day, then the month, then.
So the month, in this case, it's the month, the day, and then the year. Is that good?
Oh, yeah, we write it different in Germany, but.
Because that's how it is in Windows. I just copied that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I just realized.
But you see now is is more visible because of that background. You see.
Yes.
So now we can just take. Actually, let's rename everything so we keep it organized. So this is birth date text. And also before we continue, um, we should make sure that this text here stretches with this. Okay, now I copy that, and they're a bit too close to each other, so I'll go to the vertical layout group here in spacing and increase that. Now see, it's so we can see that they are not they're separate. So we have a birth date. Then we have a gender. So let's say gender folder, and this is gender text. And here we just say gender. In this case, it's male. Let's see what else. Country. But I don't know. Should we make the country different than this? I don't know.
Oh, 1 second, I'm getting a call.
It's no problem. Yeah, I will just put it in here, I guess. That country of of origin folder. Then we have a country origin text, and the text will say country of origin. Then expiration date. So let's say expire. This will make it red so that we know uh, the expiration date. You can see it. We can differentiate it from the others. Yes, we also should have here age. Just a public int age. That's important. Uh, so then we have to copy this and the age folder. We say this is age text. Uh, I'll just make it a color so that we know this is important age. So something like this. Something like this. Uh, with the inventory already, that is okay. But what we need to do is we need a place where we can show the declared items. Um, Let me check that flag first. Where's the flag? Country icon. Just say country flag. Uh, where do we see the declared items? Let's see. Let's in this inventory. I'll just enable everything. Um, so I think we can delete some of these. So let's see, something like that. Now we can resize this folder. What? Okay. So we resize this like this, and below this we can we'll see the declared items. Okay. So now we can disable those UIs. But actually, let's keep them on so uh, we can see where the declared items are compared to this. So item folder. So now we'll just make another folder here. So an empty object, and this will hold the name of the declared items. So let's resize this. First of course, minus 90 degrees because the main panel is rotated. Then resize it a little bit. Also, on top of this here, we'll have so this will be declared items folder, and we also need text, so title here on top of it. Declared items title, we'll say. Can double the size of that. I'll just say declared items. And then let's press the anchors on this text as well. And inside this folder, of course, we have to place the anchors on this. Now let's add some like examples of items. But before that, this needs a vertical layout group, or actually, I don't even know if a vertical, maybe even a grid layout group, but with just 2 columns. So here, I think we have a way here in constraints, we can go to so have rows, columns, just two columns, and then let's add some text. Um, let's see. Well, it doesn't let me change the size of it for some reason. Oh, we have a cell size here. Yes, uh, we have to change that, I think. Yes, and we have to modify this here. Um, so let's see how big is this 633. Then I can just say here something like 300. So this is the size of the text because we cannot just go on the text here and change the size. Unfortunately, we have to do it here in cell size. So something like that. Yep. Let's use a nice font for this. So I will call this declared item UI. We can now duplicate this to fill this. So let's say we have at most a maximum of 10 items, declared items. So, and let's realign these like that. So we'll keep these inactive like this, and then when a new character comes, we then add the items here and the declared items below. Seven, are you here? I guess he's not here. Okay. So let's see if we have the info, the inventory, declared items, and then the rules. But I want this UI to be smaller and a little bit.
I'm back.
Okay. So let me show you what I did while you were not here. So we added declared items here. Okay. So you have a list of the of items declared, then you have to compare that to what you see in the inventory. You see.
Yeah, I see.
So we have a birth date, age, a gender, country of origin, and expiration date. And you'll have to check if the age is correct. So you'll have the current date somewhere here. I did not create it, but it will be somewhere here, and you have to compare that uh, to the birth date and see if the age is correct. Uh, Let me check if it works in all resolutions. Yes, it does work. But I think we have to stop because it's getting late. Uh, so I guess we'll continue it tomorrow. Uh, Thank you very much, guys.